Good afternoon, students. Here we discuss the chapter 1, India size and location. We are discussing now terminology, means some different terminology using in this chapter. So we are discuss here their meaning and their definition. So first term is latitude lines. We had already discussed in the first video what are the latitude lines, means those are in this position, like we call latitude lines. The notional circle of constant latitude on the earth's surface, means these are the imaginary lines not drawn on the earth. It is imaginary lines in the form of circle of constant latitude on the earth's surface parallel to the equator. We have already discussed about the degree of equator is 0. So these lines are parallel to the equator. Okay, clear. The second one is longitude lines, which these lines are in that position, means these are the vertical lines. These are also an imaginary line that circles of the earth at a particular longitude, means these are the particular lines. It passes through Greenwich. It moves north pole to south pole, means latitude lines moves west to east and longitude moves north to south. Now the next one is GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. The full form of this, Greenwich Meridian Time. Greenwich mean time is the mean solar time at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, London. So the next one is Standard Meridian. Standard meridian means an imaginary line. Their measurement is 82.5 degree east of the Greenwich meridian. This meridian passes through the city of Allahabad, means this is Indian meridian time, and we are discussing in the International Meridian Time, which is situated on Royal Observatory in Greenwich. And Standard Meridian we are talking about in India, means this meridian passes through the city of Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. It runs through the center of the India. And the last one is meridian. What is meridian? It is also an imaginary line between the North Pole and South Pole, means this imaginary line between North Pole and South Pole drawn on a map to help to show position of a particular. Good afternoon, students. Now we are going to start the geography chapter 2, physical features of India. We had already discussed in chapter 1 different size and location of India in the world. Now we are discussing about the physical features of India, means mountains, rivers, plateaus, plain, islands, oceans. These are the physical features. Now we are discussing about the India. So we all know about that our earth is made up of different type of rocks and it divided into 3 layers. This is the uppermost layer, we called it crust. These crust form with different plates, we called as tectonic plates, means our earth crust is made up of with tectonic plates. The crust we are calling upper layer of that has been formed out the 7 major and some minor plates. So what we call as tectonic plates. But these plates are not constant. These are moving in different direction, means these are the movable. Whenever we feel some vibration, like we call this earthquake is causes by this movement of plates. So whenever we feel earthquake, we just know that we have to know that these are the movement of these tectonic plates. There are 3 types of movement in these plates. First movement is, look at here are 2 plates, plate 1 and 2. These plates calling as transform boundary, means these plates moving in opposite direction, means one plate move upward and other one is downward. So we call that transform boundary because these two plates form transform boundary. We move to the second movement of the plate. We call this divergent boundary. How they create divergent boundary? Plate move in the opposite direction, means plate 1 move in different direction, left side, and plate 2 move to the right side. These opposite movement of plates form the divergent boundary. So we are calling divergent boundary. Let us move to the third movement of the plates. We call this convergent boundary. What is the convergent boundary? Means how it form it. These two boundaries, look at here. This is plate 1 and plate 2. These are attract to each other. Means these are moving towards of them. Or this movement of the plate form convergent boundary. Convergent boundary forms mountains. Himalaya is the example of this type of convergent boundary between the two different plates. Very far before time, in ancient time, the archaeologists and we have already discussed about the third movement of plates, convergent boundary. These forms of attraction or nearing the plates means they both plates are moving towards of them. So this movement form the convergent boundary. Means when the Euro-Asia plate and Indo-Australia plate move in that particular form, they strike each other and form this type of movement, and Himalaya is the example of this mountain range of this particular plate formation. So many different landforms like plateaus, mountains are forming of only these three different types of plates. So I hope you all are understand properly what are the movement of the plates and three different types of plate boundaries and what they form different physical features. So our Deccan Plateau is already a part of Gondwana land. Means in Gondwana land so many countries are including in an earlier time like Antarctica, Australia, North America, South America, Asia, Europe. These are in the same particular area. They touch their boundaries. But these tectonic changes and plates movement, these are the very far away, and only the part in our country is Deccan Plateau is part of the Gondwana land. So you can understand how the Himalayas formation and the movements of the different types of plates on the crust. So I hope you properly understand. You can learn it, note it down and prepare for this chapter. So this is very important thing. You must know, learn it. Thank you.